What's up everyone? In today's video, I'm going to be building a mono-typeless team, and the reason that I want to do this is because it's essentially the worst team, at least I thought it was, and I want to give it a shot. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Now, typeless, I believe there's 5 fully evolved Loomians, and that is Taoshino, Lyricat, and of course there's Trumbull, Mewtwo, and Servant. And yeah, this is it. 5 Loomians that are guaranteed going to be on the team, because the other stats are somewhat bad. And yeah, I guess this is a good starting point. Now, I also want to use Taoshi, because it is able to bequeath, which is quite useful. Because just being able to bequeath to like something like Trumbull or Taoshino, could potentially take the game away that instant. So let's just start with items. Drop the youth for sure on this. Debating, I kind of want Mysterious Dust on this, because generally my plan right now is this is going to be like, like the bulky sort of potentially set up WinCon. This is going to be like the more offensive one. So I think that Health Amulet works well in this. Yeah, I mean, I think it works well, because just to make sure that you take hits better. And then for Lyricat and Mewtwo, definitely just gonna put on, like regular Typeless items. And I'm still debating if I want like Plain Shell or Typeless Essence, depending on which one. So I think that Lyricat Plain Shell is probably better. And with Mewtwo, I'll just go Typeless Essence, just because Mewtwo is able to consistently throw out more attacks, and you don't always want to attack without... You can attack without being set up, essentially. In Lyricat, you definitely don't want to set up, and could, break some holes through, which is pretty useful. And Servlin, technically you could make it another Trumbull, but because it does have, other ability, Vengeance, I think that Vengeance would actually be quite good, especially on like this kind of team, because having another Trumbull isn't really going to help you much when Taoshino and Trumbull already function kind of the same, and you don't really have exactly the best form of speed control. Lyricat's the fastest, but that's essentially it, and being able to revenge kill things is extremely useful. So I think we'll go with the Choice Scarf, specialty boots, Servlin. And start off, Body Slam, of course, because it's its main stab. Mega Chomp, it has Body Crash too now, which is pretty cool. And then Ill Will is gonna be last, because I like the sound of Ill Will, because generally Taoshi, right, it's gonna be your bequeather, and a lot of the time bequeath is gonna be stopped, mainly by air and poison teams. Those are going to be the main things that are able to stop your bequeath, right? So you can really get that going. And it will, well, first off, you don't really have an extra move that you'd want to use, but I guess you could use Quick Bounce. But Will is nice because you're able to take advantage of like potential poison barbs that maybe Snagoop would say, and on air at least, and against poison teams, you'll 100% be facing some kind of poison barbs on their side. So yeah, I guess we'll just go Brawny Nimble for now. I'm not really sure what kind of set I want yet, but let's go with 250. That sounds pretty good, and then I guess you could dump the rest into HP. Yeah, very clumsy, of course, because what else would you use? And yeah, that's a Servlin. I think it's definitely going to be an interesting piece of mono Typeless. And yeah, let's go on to Lyricat now. Lyricat is an interesting Loomian. I haven't really used it much, but I do like the sound of it. And I think it runs... I'm just gonna run the normal moveset on it, because it seems like pretty good on it. So, what is it? Resonate? Raging Hell, Resonate, Hypnotize, Magnify? I think that's it. I'll just show all I did in if I messed it up somehow. And Lear Cat, you definitely want Nimble because you outspeed a lot of things that you'd want to be outspeeding, and you don't want to lose out on that great speed tier that you have. So for energy, I think people hit 160 sometimes. I'm not exactly sure, but we could do that for now, maybe. Hold on. Does this reach 36? No. Alright, we can just do this for now. I think that's fine. And then for Mewtune, Tone Deaf, of course. Then, Raging Howl. I think the same moveset. Well, not exactly the same attacking moves. Peace of Mind, and what else does it get? Gam Pulse? Right, yeah. I can run this. I mean, I guess Stretch could be a possibility, but I don't think Stretch... I don't know if Stretch is needed. Next thing, do I need Gam Pulse? I don't know. I mean, I guess it's nice because you kind of destroy... You absolutely destroy dark teams, so I think that it might be nice to have Gam Pulse. So I have Resident... I mean, could go all three of these, maybe. Yeah, I think this works. I mean, you could probably run Stretch over Resonate if you wanted to, but I think this is fine to start off with. Yeah, so again, I don't really know what Mewtwo runs too much, so we'll just go with Very Smart, because you definitely want a strong wall breaker on the team. And, Smack Speed for now, I guess. Yeah, we'll do this, and then I don't even know how much energy this runs. Is this pretty... I think this is what... I think this gives you, like, 3 Raging Howls and, like, 2 Peace of Minds, or, like, a Gam Pulse or a Resonate, so I think that works. And then just rest in HP. Again, I'll show what else, might be better at the end if I mess this up somehow. And, as we'll go into Trumbull now, I think that Trumbull should be, debating if I want. So obviously, Raging Tackle, of course, and then Earthquake is definitely a must on this, and Battle Horn, of course. And my last thing is, I'm just wondering if I want either Mega Chomp or Stretch. And I think that I don't really need Mega Chomp exactly, because I think that Servalin does do well enough versus Mono Mind, but like, maybe it's good to have, I don't know, maybe I should have Mind Pearl on something that might be useful. Like, I could run Mind Pearl Taushinu, although you don't really, I guess you could run Body Slam. I definitely want my Mind matchup to not be awful, because like Ferroglyph's definitely the main concern, but like any scarfed Mind type could really just mess me up. So I'm gonna have to rely a lot on Servalin, but my problem is, it might not always work exactly. Although maybe Taushi could. I don't know. I think that Mega Chomp might be needed, and like it could run. What's it called? Could run. I think it's Mental Pearl? Yeah. I could do this, but at the same time, like, I do want Trumbull to have Health Amulet. Let's see. I think I might need to do this. Although, let's take the... What Mind types even are there that are fast? I mean, you're not really gonna see any Scarfers that are faster than Servalin. At least I don't think so. So honestly, I think I'll be fine. Yeah, I'll just go with this for now. I mean, I think Stretch is good. Yeah, because then I'll, be able to get around both things, and I don't think Mega Chomp is necessarily needed. So yeah, Brawny, Nimble, like usual, very clumsy. Yeah, this will work with Bequeath too. So I'll do this. Again, I'll probably just do the same thing as Mewtwo. 236 and 200 speed. I'll edit that later because I'm not sure exactly, but yeah. There's Trumbull and Outlast, Taushino, Enchanted Code, of course, and Body Slam, Mega Chomp. Do I want Mega Chomp? Okay, no bulk up and rejuvenate. Those are musts, but I'm debating between um Teardown and Mega Chomp, and I do want to use. I'm mainly leaning towards Mega Chomp because with Typeless, you're mainly going to be more offensive, right? So you don't exactly need the removal, and I think it definitely slows down the pace of the battle. And I feel like you don't always want to be playing that hazard game, especially because you usually lose it. But I mean, I don't know. It's tough. Um, yeah, I think either one could work, but overall, I'm mainly leaning towards. I want to say Megatron, but at the same time, you know, Teardown could be nice. I mean, I do like the sound of Teardown. It's because it makes you better versus Mono Fire, which is pretty useful. And again, Mono Water too, because you're able to block a Lumello. So yeah, I'll go for that. Yeah, sounds good. You could probably sweep Body Slam too. Just in general. So yeah, it's probably very clever. Maybe there's something better, but yeah, very clever. And then just standard TPs. 200, 200, 498. Oh, wrong. Do I want melee attack? Probably melee defense for Seer Knight and Lumello if they run. Dorgo too, I guess. Those probably have provoke. And yeah, Taoshinu, Taoshi, my bad. Yeah, and then some Bequeath, of course. Bulk up. Do I want Scapegoat? Scapegoat could honestly be kind of useful. But I don't know if I want it though. I mean, it blocks. I don't know. Do I want Scapegoat? I mean, I don't think I'm ever gonna be attacking with this thing. It's like really weak. You're not gonna bring it again. Okay, the thing about Taoshi, right, is you're not gonna bring it versus provokers, so having an attack is kind of useless. So I think that just going with like this moveset, maybe. I think this could work. Yeah, because speed works, and I like speed on a lot of these things, and it's having the attack. Oh, this could pair well with Servalin too, because bequeath into Vengeance. So yeah, I think I'll go with this for now. Well, what do I need defense for? I think I'm definitely gonna have to deal with more ranged threats. So clever, clumsy. Frail, clumsy. My bad. And then very clever. Yeah, and then I'll just do this. Probably not optimal. I don't know. Let's do this for now, maybe. Yeah, I'll do that. And last, I don't have a Rainbow Twilight, and I don't think most people do. So we'll just go with Ketone, because it's kind of fast. I guess we could do, what's it called? What would Ketone be good for? I don't even know. But like, or maybe Calf Note. Ketone or Calf Note would be better. I feel like maybe Ketone, just because of the speed. What would I even bring? What would the last spot even be useful for? That's the thing, it's like, it's kind of useless. You know what? I'll just go. I mean, it could be used to like hypnotize something. It could maybe work out. Yeah. So I'll just go with Clutch Plushie. Ooh. Maybe I don't want. Maybe I want Adorable like Shakedown. Go. I don't know. Maybe Tone Deaf. I think I'll just go with this for now. And I don't even know if it probably gets Raging Howl and like, Resonate and then Hypnotize and then Magnify, same moveset, and same everything is basically what's it called, Leerkat. And what would I even run in terms of energy? I guess like I could. Nah, it's not worth maxing out. I'll just stick with 4 for now. Find an energy creep later. And yeah, there you go. Alright, so I'm back, and I just fine-tuned everything to, just make sure everything's alright. So with Tao Shinu, it's the exact same set. Could probably run a more offensive set with Megatron if you wanted to, but I'm just going to keep Teardown for now, because I like the sound of being able to consistently keep off Seer Knight Barbs in the Fire matchup, as well as Lumello Barbs, which is pretty nice considering that Fire and Water are probably going to be used quite a bit. For Lyricat, it's the exact same thing. Nothing much else changed. Just solid overall. Mewtwo, the speed, I forgot what it was for, but it's a speed benchmark for something. And then 52 energies for 3 Raging Howls, and then 2 Peace of Minds, or just 1 Resonate or Gamma Pulse. So it's a pretty good energy creep, and then, HP for more bulk. And same item and everything. Trumbull, speed creeped it, so you outspeed Smart Ikazune, and, +1, you could outspeed Boots, which is helpful. And yeah, then 52 energy, so that, 3 Raging Tackles, and then, 1 Battle Horn. I just like 236 energy on a lot of these Raging Tackle and Raging Howl Loomians, just because it's pretty useful. I also have this energy creep on Luxor Numbrat, I think. Yeah. And then, rest in HP and then melee attack for general bulk and damage. Servalin, same thing, except, I kind of forgot that Body Crush is your melee defense, so it's a melee defense now instead of HP. And Taoshi, same set, except you have 40 speed, so you're able to outspeed Sluggish Oxydrake, which is useful so that you're able to get in a Bequeath before it's able to Driving Force you. And then Katone, Clutch Push, it's just 100 energy, because realistically, you're not going to be taking any hits with this. And Katone is actually surprisingly not completely bad, because I feel like if there's one typing that you're going to bring this to against, you're going to bring it into Mono Brawler, which might sound pretty weird, but like Mewtwo is kind of useless, because like I think essentially everything Oko's it, so it's just not really worth bringing, because it's going to do nothing. It's literally just a sack. And Taoshi, everything to it KOs this, so you're not going to be able to get a Bequeath up, really. And maybe will, but I don't think it's, reliable, right? Because, yeah. And then, Katone is just nice for the speed tier, and, Hypnotize, Magnify, usual stuff. So I think it makes the Brawler matchup a bit manageable, which is why I do have Katone in the last slot, so it's not completely useless. And, yeah, that is the Mono Typeless team. I'm pretty happy with it, how it turned out. Hey, maybe I'll, use this if I end up TP training everything. And, yeah, that's the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, because it helps me out, and you'll be notified for all future videos. And, yeah, that's the end of it. Until next time, see ya.